I'm Joyce Shaar. I'm an actress, comedian, model, philanthropist, mother, and grandmother. I love people. Everyone has a story to tell, and together we're going to explore how to achieve health, wealth, and happiness. Welcome to the Joyce Shaar Show, and today we have the pleasure of interviewing Mike Sheldon. And in case you don't know who Mike is the proud owner of this magnificent restaurant, local on Coast Village Road in beautiful Montecito. Mike, how long have you been here?
We've been open just over 3 months, so we're still very new to the game.
Well, I can only tell you that this is the place for Santa Barbara. It's like a Casablanca for the whole Santa Barbara area. It's so delightful, but we want to know how you arrived at opening, because I know this is your first restaurant, right?
It is.
All right, because you had a great career before this, and you were CEO of a, what do we call that?
Technology company.
A technology.
Maintenance business, yeah.
Okay, but weren't you involved in sports kind of things?
Well, so when I left college, I went into investment banking. And then after about 10 years in investment banking, I had gotten married. And I had always loved to cook. I cooked in college. I cooked for our fraternity. My jobs were all in the kitchen. And after 10 years in banking in New York, I was about 30. I was going to go to cooking school. And the day I was starting cooking school, I got a call to come work out here at a technology company, and shifted gears. We moved to California, and that was a 17-year career. So
yeah.
From 24 hours to becoming a chef, I joined a technology company, became the CEO after a few years, ran that until 2017 when we sold the business, and stayed involved in technology for a few years, but immediately began thinking about what was next. And for me, what was next was definitely something in the restaurant business.
Yeah.
I cooked every night for my family, so it had been 20 years in the making.
Your lucky wife, Nancy.
She loves to eat.
Okay, and maybe she does the cleanup. I don't know. We usually have to divide those activities.
Yeah. I cook, they clean for sure.
Oh, good. You know, I think that what happened in your career in the restaurant business, that you fell in love with food and wine, and it just became an obsession that you finally got to put to work. I mean, how many people get to do that?
I feel very fortunate. When I lived overseas in London for a while, as well as Tokyo and Singapore, and that's where I experienced a lot of different kinds of food. And in London was introduced to wine. When I got back to the United States, started collecting wines, started cooking, not overly fancy food, but more ambitious dishes. Bought a lot of cookbooks. I have 1,000 cookbooks. So when COVID hit, in Santa Barbara, there's just not a lot of great locations. And for me, I wasn't going to do a restaurant in a mediocre location. I wanted to be on the beach, overlooking the ocean, or in Montecito.
Where the people are.
Where the people are.
Yeah.
Or on Coast Village Road, which is the sort of epicenter of fine dining, I would say, here. And when COVID hit, finally, their loss, my gain, a few good spaces opened up.
Right.
Which was fortunate for me because the timing was right. I was ready to do something. I looked around, almost took a place at the harbor, saw this. It was two distinct spaces. There had been a restaurant in half the space, and this, where we're sitting now, our bar restaurant, had been vacant. So the real magic of this space was taking both and combining them into a huge 2,000 square foot patio, outdoor space, indoor-outdoor with the large sliding door. and the rest was history, so they say.
Well, you know, when you come into the restaurant and there's this beautiful staircase, it's like an experience. You say, where am I? It's like you're detached from all of your worries and everything. You're going to come down and just be in this magic world. It's another place to be in. And I think that's what fascinated all of us to try it out. And little did we know that the food was going to be fabulous, because I hear that you had 50 favorite dishes, right?
Yeah. Well, the premise of the food was not to be captive to any one, Italian, French, Spanish.
Right.
But I've lived and eaten all over the world. I lived in Amsterdam for quite a long time. So the premise of the restaurant was to bring my favorite or the best dishes I'd eaten anywhere in the world,
right,
and try to recreate them with a Santa Barbara coastal flair.
Yeah, right.
So we have crudos that you might find in Italy or Japan. We have, it's not all fine food. I mean, we have the best chicken wings I think I've ever eaten. And everything's gluten-free. My son has celiac, so we've incorporated that into the restaurant.
Right.
So our French fries, our chicken wings, all the sandwiches can be made on gluten-free bread. We have gluten-free pasta and so forth.
So coming into your restaurant, people who have allergies or whatever their food problems, they tell the server, and you can work accordingly with that.
We can work through most of them, yes, but especially
oh my
gluten
God,
allergy.
that's so great.
So the food reflects the best things I've eaten around the world, and we're continually refining the menu. We started with an all-day menu that's really, I think, it's a wonderful lunch menu with a few dinner specials we add on. We're going to keep expanding those dinner specials and local spot prawns and
those are delicious.
Yeah, game from over the hills. They raise a lot of elk and bison over the hills. So we're going to keep expanding the menu with local delicacies as we go.
Well, and now tell me your hours and what time do you open?
We're open about 11 to 10 every day and much later on the weekends.
Okay.
So at least midnight.
And then I understand that in the evenings, on the weekends, along about 7 or 8 o'clock, it kind of turns into like a nightclub atmosphere.
Well,
and the piano is going, and I expect Peter Lorre over there, but I haven't seen him yet.
We do get our fair share of great musicians. So another premise was there's not a lot to do in Montecito at night.
That's right.
It's kind of where fun goes to die at 10. You go out to dinner, you look around, and you go home.
Everybody's in bed, that's
everybody's
why.
in bed.
Yeah.
So every night about 8 o'clock, we have live music with a grand piano.
Oh, God, that's
often more
great.
than 1, 2, or 3 people will be playing. And that's every night, 7 days a week.
And then we have that ocean breeze, you see, because we're right next to the ocean, and that comes wafting in. And I don't know, the experience is something we've been looking forward to and did not have here in the Santa Barbara area. And I mean, we have other good restaurants here on Coast Village, but this is such a wonderful, wonderful experience that I'm hoping that we tell the people about some of the food that you have here. Now, I've had some of the food like the prawns and the sashimi and the steak bites, but then I see everybody talks about your hamburger. Tell us why that's different.
Well, I mean, there's a few things that make a great burger. The first is really good meat, and we blend our own with prime biscuit and chuck, and then we take up the idea of an In-N-Out double-double, which is everybody's favorite burger.
Ooh.
So we have 2 kinds of cheese, special sauce, grilled onions, and it's just a fabulous burger.
Oh my God, I saw a picture of it and I'm thinking, oh my, that's my next thing I'm going to order here is that burger, because you are famous for that, and it's beautiful.
That and probably our fish tacos are the 2.
Fish tacos.
We're in Santa Barbara, so we have grilled
right.
Channel Islands rockfish tacos with guacamole and cabbage and slaw and all. They're just fantastic.
And so you're here every day, and so what do you do when you're not here? I understand you do a little surfing. Is that correct?
I do like to surf and fish.
And
I
fish.
surf and fish.
Oh yeah, and you
Love
have
the
that
ocean.
beach weather thing, and down there in the ocean you get to go. And
Why the weather's so great here? It's always it's 70 and sunny every day.
It's inched up a little bit. It's now 72. It's
Global
getting warmer.
warming.
Yes, we got 2 inches
72
attached,
and
or 2 degrees. But I think is what's so wonderful is that somebody like you can come in here and you're here and love to do what you're doing and feel that atmosphere, because you evidently have experienced your dream by opening this.
Well, it's interesting that the physical plant, at least the way I think about it, of a restaurant is usually the most overlooked. And we spent a lot of time and obviously a little bit of money turning the outside into almost a garden.
Yes.
The idea was to make it like your backyard, a beautiful Montecito backyard full of plants and a fountain. And
It's
then
the
indoors,
stairs, yeah.
we really wanted to bring, you know, kind of a modern, clean aesthetic, but you know, beautiful chandeliers and nice crystal glasses.
Beautiful, and the
and not
window
like your-
panes, and
yeah.
it's all lovely. So, when you're not here at the restaurant, is there I know that you're on all the boards, and your wife as well. You do all these wonderful things for the community. You can't stop that, right?
Yeah, my wife Nancy would, I wish she was here, was very involved. She's president of our temple. She helped build Moxie. She's been involved in half a dozen other charities. All the kids' schools. I have 4 kids, so that's
4 children?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
When I'm not here, I'm usually doing something with them.
I can imagine. Boys, girls, all of them?
2 boys, 2 girls.
Oh,
one in
lucky you.
college, one going to college, and then one in high school, one in middle school.
Well, you know, we're going to take a quick break right now, and when we come back, we're going to get to see and maybe even sample one of his favorite dishes.
Enjoy your stay in Santa Barbara at the Best Western Plus. Conveniently located in the heart of downtown, within walking distance of shopping, dining, wine tasting, and so much more. Relax in our newly remodeled rooms, take in our beautiful outdoor spaces, or dine at the Live Oak Cafe. The Best Western Plus offers affordable luxury whether you are driving up the coast, hosting a family reunion, on a business trip, or booking an extended stay in our 1- and 2-bedroom suites. Choose from a wide variety of specially curated vacation packages. Come and stay a while at the Best Western Plus, Santa Barbara.
We're back here with Local, with Mike, and today we're going to experience this beautiful, colorful California cuisine. And Mike, I want you to explain, this is so beautiful, you guys that are sitting down wherever you are. You need to get up here and have this, just like we're going to talk about, and then we're going to eat it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, well, like we talked about before, these dishes are, there's no one type of cuisine. They're from all over the
They're
world,
all
the
over
flavors.
the world, as you were.
So this is a yellowtail crudo, which is something that you'd eat, you know, maybe in a Japanese restaurant. I certainly love the yellowtail hamachi in Japan, but we've got this yellowtail right from the Channel Islands.
Yes, you do.
We buy from local fishermen down on the dock, and it's with a charred pineapple broth, lime, caviar lime, Fresno chilies.
Ooh,
it's
wow.
lovely, a little bit spicy, a little bit sweet, with fresh raw yellowtail. And this is our Louis salad. It's probably our most popular lunch main course. Big, beautiful, plump shrimp, the same shrimp you'd get as a appetizer, with avocado and Neiman Ranch bacon, which is from relatively local tomatoes, an egg, with our own house Louis dressing. And then a dish that's popular from both lunch and dinner is our chimichurri steak. So again, sort of an Argentine influence or South American, with a very typical smashed potato hash and sliced.
Well, what's that green stuff on the top
That's
there?
the Argentine chimichurri. It's actually an avocado chimichurri, so it's got fresh herbs and avocado mixed with olive oil and lemon.
Your California influence on the avocado. Oh, well, got it.
And we've also got a couple of our cocktails. We treat the cocktail program the same way we treat the food. So the cocktails are from all over the world, using all sorts of different premium liqueurs and liquors. So that's our take on a Paloma, which is fresh grapefruit juice, grapefruit soda, tequila, lime in a tall glass. And then this is our Coastline, which is one of our most popular drinks. It's a take on a gin gimlet, but with a float of purple gin over regular gin.
Say the name of that one again.
This is the Coastline.
Coastline.
You know, so you've got the little coastline in the middle there. But
how beautiful is that?
with a liqueur called Italicus, which is relatively unusual. So a gin gimlet made special.
A gin gimlet, special gin gimlet.
Yeah.
Well, you know, looking at this food makes me happy. It just is so experiencing the beauty of food that brings everybody together, right? Of course, we're going to destroy it. It's not going to look as pretty, but it's beautiful
but that's
now.
the point.
So, you know what I'm looking forward to, Mike, today? is getting to try this beautiful food.
Thank you.
We're gonna sample it a little bit, right?
Well, we're gonna sample it.
And more importantly, I wanted to sample this guy.
Well, let me know what you think. That's one of our top sellers, the Paloma.
Okay, here goes. I gotta be a little bit taller. I'm going to be back.
Okay, well,
Years ago, we had those Polynesian restaurants, and they had all the Mai Tais
The
and
tiki,
this,
yeah.
and they had the big dishes where everybody drank from. That was way before COVID. But I don't know if you remember it.
the hurricane, the big hurricane punch bowl drinks.
Oh my
yeah.
God! And they had this thing. This sort of tastes like that. It's kind of takes me back to way back when. It's
Yeah.
good. I love it. How about
Thank
yours?
you.
Do you love yours?
Yeah, no, the coastline's one of my favorite. I love a simple gin gimlet.
Well, now, Mike, you know what I want to talk about? I know that you also have this fabulous brunch now going
Oh yeah, we started brunch about a month ago. We open at 10:30. We've got all your traditional brunch favorites: eggs Benedict, our versions of them. They're not your standard version, but French toast, fresh fruit,
oh my gosh.
eggs, and the like.
And it's not a set price. You can come and
Come
order
and it's
how
a la
you
carte,
want. Okay.
and we have quite a significant menu. We make a phenomenal Bloody Mary.
oh gosh.
We have mimosa specials, a number of
and
them.
you can probably get one of these during
You can.
breakfast.
You can, absolutely.
Yeah, see? Oh my God, one of these for breakfast would make
All right, we
your
gotta
day.
give this a try now.
Oh, so good. Oh my gosh, that's good.
Great.
Even though you didn't catch it, it's still good. And next, we're going to try that
Next,
one.
the Louis. Yeah, this is, like I say, probably our most popular lunch
Item, right? So this is what women come in and order all the time. This, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what's underneath this here?
That's some lettuce with some salad dressing, our Louis special Louis dressing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys, wherever you are, get up here and try all this. You won't regret it. I'm telling you. It'll make your dining experience up here in Santa Barbara perfect. Oh my gosh! And I wonder, how long do you think? I know that you have a massive kitchen, and you have 3 chefs in there, and doing all these beautiful things. Tell me, do you have any information on where your chefs came from before they got here?
Yeah. We have a big kitchen staff. Our head chef is a gentleman named Adam Sanacor, who's local. He worked at another restaurant locally for a number of years. He's fairly young. He's in his 30s. This is his first, I think, big chance to really make a mark on Santa Barbara with his cuisine, and he's fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, he's got a classic technique, but he's very good with seafood, very good with pasta. He spent some time at a pasta place making handmade pasta.
Oh,
before.
really? Is your pasta handmade too? Oh, wow.
It is.
And you're very seafood oriented. You really
We are.
Have, you know.
More than half the menu is seafood.
Yes, yes, and this is what we're all into today. You know, we're trying to
It's
eat
healthier.
healthy.
It's local. I mean, that's so. The premise is both the best things that I could bring, the best ideas I could bring from around the world. You know, mixed with the freshest local ingredients, and that's where the name is both local people, local ingredients, local beers, local wines.
And you shop farmers and most of your.
Yeah, most of the seafood and vegetables comes from local farms.
So
and
that's
purveyors.
one chef, and then you have another chef.
Another chef, Jason Carter,
Okay.
who was in catering, but he's got a strong Southern influence. He brings things like the chicken wings and the hot brown for brunch. We do a Southern hot brown, which is like a turkey sandwich with gravy and a poached egg.
Oh my God! Can we have that after this?
You're gonna have to come for brunch.
All right.
And they work great together. And then we have a number of other chefs who are sort of senior line cooks that come from all over town. And
they
it's
call
a great
those
crew.
fry cooks in other
Yes.
restaurants, right?
And it's a great crew. They get along great. We're open a lot of hours, and we're open for lunch 6 days a week and dinner 7 days a week, and plus brunch on the weekends.
Right,
So
right.
we're open about 100 hours. So you need a big crew.
Well, your kitchen is huge, and the whole restaurant. How many square feet is this restaurant?
About 6,000 total,
Oh,
including the
my
patio.
Well, years ago, I used to eat ice cream on that little corner end over there.
That's right. That
Now-
was about 5 years ago.
Yeah, right. And now you have tables in there, beautiful umbrellas and so forth. Well, this is just all too spectacular. I can't say enough about it because I'm busy eating.
Yeah, I think the only thing we haven't mentioned is the wine cellar. And
Please, let's talk about that.
So besides the food and the cocktails and I've been collecting wine for a long time.
Oh,
so
wow.
the wine cellar is highlighting local wines. So we have a partnership with Paul Lotto, who's one of the best local winemakers. He makes a house wine for us, Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Rosé.
Oh, really? That's
We have about another 10 wines by the glass, all but 2 of which are local. From this area, San Ynez and the AVA's Happy Canyon. But the reserve wine list has some of the best wines you can drink anywhere.
Really?
61 Lafite, 82 Mouton Rothschild. We have Salon and Cristal Champagne. So we're really trying to be a place where it's casual and fun, but it's also, we're in Montecito. When people want to celebrate for a special occasion, we
have a lot of wine.
Yes, we've got the wine to satisfy the most discerning wine palate there is.
Well, Mike, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and talk about this beautiful dish. I can hardly wait to taste this one. We'll be back.
Enjoy your stay in Santa Barbara at the Best Western Plus. Conveniently located in the heart of downtown, within walking distance of shopping, dining, wine tasting, and so much more. Relax in our newly remodeled rooms, take in our beautiful outdoor spaces, or dine at the Live Oak Cafe. The Best Western Plus offers affordable luxury whether you are driving up the coast, hosting a family reunion, on a business trip, or booking an extended stay in our 1 and 2 bedroom suites. Choose from a wide variety of specially curated vacation packages. Come and stay a while at the Best Western Plus, Santa Barbara.
We're back at Locals with our friend Mike, who's now delivered this fabulous food that we're enjoying, and now we're about to partake in this dish. Tell us about this one.
This is our basic steak, if you will. It's a chimichurri prime hanger steak with an Argentine hash with peppers and onions and garlic, smashed new potatoes. It's a little bit different take on just a simple steak frites.
It doesn't look simple to me. It looks gourmet and exciting, and I'm going to have some.
I'm going to have a bite too.
Oh gosh! And look at this, the smashed or whatever you call it.
Smashed new potatoes hash.
Oh my gosh, you guys! Just get here. You won't believe it. I mean, I don't know how. I'll be back probably in the morning. What time you open? 11 o'clock. Okay. So good. And now, we want to talk about your website, and if our audience out there wants to know anything else, where can they go?
Sure. Our website is localmontecito.com, and you'll have information about our hours. You can make a reservation. Reservations are definitely recommended at night in particular. Lunch is very, very casual.
Right.
Welcome to just show up for lunch, but reservations for dinner, our music schedule. We have live music 6 nights a week plus afternoons on Sundays. And then Instagram is our primary tool for communicating with our customers. So at Local Montecito, we'd love to have you follow us. You'll get drink specials, food specials, any special events. We're going to be doing some wine dinners, scotch tastings. And we haven't mentioned, we mentioned the wine cellar. We've also got a few dozen 30 and 40 and 50-year-old scotches and old bourbons, Pappy Van Winkle, and so we'll be featuring all of those on different nights, different events.
Do you have anything 75 years old?
I have something 175 years old.
Oh.
We've got pre-Civil War Madeira, 1830s.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we've got Australian port from 1899.
Oh wow.
We've got Bordeaux, we've got Yaquem and Sauternes from the late 19th century. So you want something old, we've got that too.
Oh God, it's all too good, I'm telling you. So if there's any information we didn't get to you today, go on Mike's website and he's going to tell you the rest of this story. It's been a wonderful, wonderful experience. Not just the food, but experiencing someone who had a dream and you're doing what your passion is. And this is, It shows.
Thank you.
It really shows.
Well, we're having a great time. We've got a great team. I'm only here about half the time. We've got 3 managers and 4 managers and 3 chefs, and they're really doing a great job.
Because we know you're out surfing the rest of that, no?
Or fishing.
Or fishing, that's right. His love of fishing.
Or being daddy Uber. You know, you've got
That's true.
4 kids.
4 kids. I guess you've got the whole thing going on. And you know what? We've had such a great experience in here today. We want to thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
Thank you for
Come
coming.
on, see Mike at Local.
Thank you.
Bye.